Have you ever seen somebody buy a cheap plot of land and only to discover later that to build on it, the money that is going to spend is more than the land itself? Many people focus on purchasing price but forget or ignore the construction cost. This is one of the biggest mistake land buyer make. In this video, I will tell you very important construction facts that you need to know before you go ahead to buy land. And please don't forget to watch this video till the end, because the last one is going to surprise you. And also don't ever forget to subscribe to this channel for more real estate investment opportunity and the easy way to build your house in Nigeria. So without wasting your time, let's get started. Number one, checking the soil type is the first thing you need to know. You need to know whether that land is swamping, sandy, waterlogged area or a dry ground. It is very important to know this in case you may not have enough money to do the soil test, because to know this, it will enable you to know the type of foundation that you are going to erect in that particular land. Number two, find out if the land flood. It is very important to know the flooding level of that particular land or on the area, because if you don't know this, it may affect you later. I always advise people that if you want to buy land, always inspect a land during the rainy season so that you can know the flooding levels of that particular place. Because if you go during the dry season, you may not know the flooding levels of that particular area unless you do the soil test, and it's not everybody that can afford this. That is why it is good for you to go during the rainy season so that you can see the flooding level and other environmental challenge in that particular place. Number three, check the ground levels, because some land is more lower than the surrounding property around that particular place. If your land on your building is below the surrounding level, it's going to affect you during the rainy season. So you need to check this, and by the time you check this, you will make sure that at least you follow the same level so that this will not affect you. It is very important, but some people don't even focus on this. What they are focused on, what is concerned them, is the price of the land. But all these things are very important that you need to put into consideration before you go ahead to purchase that particular land. Number four, confirm land titles of the land. This is very important. Know the land title that you are buying the land with, because if you don't do this, it will affect you by the time you have your own house. So you need to know if it is C of O, that is certificate of occupancy, or extensions, or governor consent, or the gazette. Just know, even deed of assignment on registered survey, you need to know, and this is going to save you a lot. It's very important to know the land title that you are buying the land with. You need to even go ahead to research whether the land is belong to the person who actually sell the land for you, or that land is belong to government. It is very important, or is under litigation or the family dispute. All these things are very important. You need to find out before you go ahead to purchase that particular land. Number five, asking about building restrictions. Some estates or community has a rule regarding of the building height, fence design, setback requirements, commercial or residential use. Ignoring this regulation can force you to redesign your house. After construction has already started, some people will buy a commercial land for residential, while some buy residential for industrial. So it is very important to go with a professional. If you want to buy a land for personal use, even for investment, it is very important, because if you don't follow the building regulations, it's going to affect you. In a place like Lagos, Abuja and other state capitals in Nigeria, you need to know the zone and the type of the building that is requested in particular zone. The residential land is different from commercial. The commercial land is different from the industrial. The industrial land is different from agriculture. So this is very important for you to know. But a lot of people don't even know. They thought that all the land are the same. It's not so. You need to know this fact. It is very important for you. Number six, consider the future development of that particular area. Don't just buy land because of today. You have to think of tomorrow, because a land investment or a building is a long-term investment that you can see even your children unborn will come to inherit it. Buy a land that is proximity to public utility and a big infrastructure, because this can make a developer to come down to that place between a short period of time. But by the time you buy a land in a wrong place, maybe because of the cheap price, you are going to regret it later, because before development come down to that place, it may take times. So you need to consider this. It is very important. A lot of people want to sell their property now, and the property is more than 4 or 5 years on market. Nobody even come for inspection, talk less of buy, because of what? That property is located in a wrong locations. Nobody want to go a location that is not accessible, no network, or before the development come to that place, it will take a while. So you need to put all these things to consideration. If you sef you want to build that particular place to your own personal use, you need to live in a place that people are living comfortable, or a place that is safe for life and property. But a lot of people are chasing the cheap price without consider the future development plan. So you need to put this into consideration. It is very important. Number 7 and the last one, think beyond the purchase price of the land. Many people celebrate when buy cheap land, but smart investors calculate the total cost. They calculate the land purchase, documentation, site clearance, filling, foundations and construction, and utility connection, because they know that the cheapest land is not always cheap to build. Always calculate the total investment before you make a final decision. It is very important. Don't just rush to buy a cheap land, because a cheap land can become expensive later. Buy a land is only the first steps, but building a house is a real final decision that you need to take before you finally buy the land, because if you don't take this, it's going to affect you. I hope you learned something today. If it is, please don't forget to follow me for more tips on real estate investment and the shortest way to build your dream house in Nigeria. Thank you very much for watching, and bye for now.